Hi there. This is a cast iron pan in the shape of the state of New York. The maker of this pan, the American Skillet Company, was famous for making a set of pans in the shape of all 50 of the United States. But after 10 years, they've announced they were no longer going to be making these pans, and so this was the last opportunity to get a cast iron pan in the shape of New York State. I'd wanted a Massachusetts pan, but I missed on my chance on getting one of those a few years ago, so I didn't want to miss out, and here's the New York State cast iron pan. And the first thing to make in this pan should be a dish especially from New York, and that means it's time for pizza. I've learned that it's necessary to measure the amount of liquid in a pizza dough. I've been working to improve my pizza dough, and I've had good luck using this recipe by Brian Lagerstrom. This time we're making this dough without a mixer, just mixing it together until it's combined. Starting with a spatula and then switching to mixing by hand when it becomes too thick for the spatula, then kneading by hand for a few minutes. Next, we add some olive oil to the bowl and move the dough ball around so that the dough is completely coated. We then cover the bowl and let it rest for 30 minutes. After half an hour, we give it what they call a strength building fold, which is folding it 4 times to stretch it and make it more pliable. Then we cover the bowl for another half hour. And after half an hour, we split the dough into 2 balls, roll up each ball, and place it in a smaller container coated with olive oil. Into the refrigerator they go, so the dough can slowly rise for 24 hours. And now we can reveal the New York cast iron skillet. This very attractive pan is, of course, shaped like the state of New York, complete with Long Island. It's not very large for a cast iron pan, measuring 9 inches west to east and a little over 7.5 inches from north to south. The widest part of the pan is just about 10 inches and it weighs 4.5 pounds. We prepare our pan pizza by brushing olive oil over the surface of the pan. Now we take one of the 2 balls of dough from the fridge. In fact, this pan is so small we can split this dough ball in half. We spread it out over the surface of the pan, and don't worry that the dough doesn't stretch to cover the whole pan. Once it's spread out, we cover the pan with plastic wrap and wait for an hour so it can relax and come to room temperature. This gives us plenty of time to prepare our pizza toppings, beginning with the pizza sauce. We open a can of San Marzano peeled tomatoes and give it a go with an immersion blender. We take a couple of minutes to drain the extra liquid. Then we add some garlic powder, dried basil, dried oregano, a pinch of red pepper flakes, sugar, and that's it. We're going New York style here, and we'll be adding the sauce to the pizza uncooked. Now we shred about 4 ounces of whole milk mozzarella, and it's time to build a pizza. We're using a large cast iron pizza pan just like a pizza stone. We'll be heating up the oven and the pizza pan as hot as the oven can get. While the oven is heating up, we uncover the pizza dough and finish pressing it out in the pan. The dough has risen and it easily presses out to fill the entire pan. And it's simply a matter of adding the pizza sauce, topping it with mozzarella, and adding a layer of pepperoni. And with that, we take the cast iron pan and place it on top of the blazing hot pizza pan in the oven. The oven is hot enough to ensure this entire pizza is done in only 9 minutes. You really can't call this a New York pizza in a cast iron pan. Rather, it's a pizza in a New York cast iron pan. It also comes out of the pan with no sticking at all. And this is the New York cast iron pan. It's a shame the maker is ending production and moving on to other projects, but that means this is a unique cast iron pan that I'll be certain to show off just as much as I put it to use. It was big enough to make a personal pan pizza, and it's great to use at special occasions or whenever I feel like it. Making pizza in cast iron is fun, and of course you can cook anything else in this pan as well, and so it's something special I'll be treasuring for the rest of my life. I hope you've enjoyed this look at a unique cast iron pan, and just as important, I hope it inspires you to try making pizza in cast iron, and especially to use your cast iron pans to have fun. Thank you for watching.